Welcome back to today's video. I've got a fun one for you today in that we are going to be learning how to fold a fitted sheet. Now, for women that have been homemakers for many years, you probably already have a solid system in place for how you fold your fitted sheets. But if you're a new bride or you're just starting homemaking, this might be a helpful video for you. I know when I was a new bride, I would have loved a video about how to fold fitted sheets because I struggled greatly with how to do it. Oftentimes my sheets just looked like a tousled mess thrown into the linen closet. I didn't properly know how to fold them. And one thing I have learned throughout the years is that depending on where you live and what your linen closet looks like, your sheet folding techniques will change. For me, I like to fold them in a way that makes sense for the particular location that they are in. And in the house we live now, each room that has a bed has its own set of extra sheets in the closet in that room. So in our master bedroom, we have an extra set of sheets up in the left-hand corner of our clothes closet. The same goes for our daughter's bedroom and the guest bedroom as well. Now there is kind of a basic ABC way to fold a fitted sheet, but the way it ends up sitting in your closet can look different depending on your space, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So a couple tips with sheets that I also wanted to share with you is threefold. I've learned these things throughout the years through a lot of trial and error. The first one is to invest in good quality sheets. For many years, I just bought Target's white 100% cotton sheets, and those were great, but they didn't last very long. So with regular wear and tear on the sheets, they'd probably last just a little over a year, maybe 2 years, but definitely not longer than that. Oftentimes they would get holes in them and they would just go to shreds after being washed and used several times. So good quality sheets really do make a difference. Number two is a trick I learned from my husband's Macedonian grandmother, which is to put a bar of soap in between your linens so they don't get that funky smell over time. Now I do this in our closet. We have bars of soap all over the various closets in our house. I think that's something my mom also did. She would either use a bar of soap or some kind of good smelling sachet of lavender or some other herb. But this way when you open the closet, it doesn't smell like stale air. Sometimes our linens can take on that smell if they've been in a closet for a while, which brings me to my next point, which is to have an extra set of sheets for each bed. So for each bed, I have 2 sets of sheets. So that way on Wednesdays, which is my sheet day, when I change the dirty sheets off the bed, I have a fresh pair of sheets to put right back on them. And you'll see that throughout this video. I love having a dedicated day of the week to do sheets. This way I know that on a Wednesday night, I will be able to crawl into bed and the sheets will be fresh and crisp and smell great. It's just such a great feeling. You give yourselves these little treats as a homemaker when you clean the kitchen at night or when you change the sheets. It's like a reward for the homemaker, and all the work that we do, we get these sweet rewards of being able to hop into a nice clean bed or enjoy a nice clean kitchen. It's worth the work on the front end to enjoy the pleasures on the flip side. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna switch out the dirty sheets today and put on fresh, clean sheets. And then after that, I'm gonna show you the ways that I have learned to fold a fitted sheet. So I hope that you enjoy this video and that it's a great help to you. All right, let's go. well here we are. We have our fitted sheet. There's a dryer ball. Fresh from the laundry. Smells great. And now I'm gonna go ahead and fold it and store it away for the next week. So the way I do it, and it's probably the way that you've learned as well, is I look for the corners on the fitted sheet. So here's one, and here's another right there. And I'm gonna match up the corners on either side. So I have the corners on this side, as you can see, and I'm just gonna stick my hand in there. And then I have the corners on the other side that I'm gonna match up. Now sometimes I do this wrong, and I get the wrong sides. Okay, so here's a great example. All right, so this is not the way I want it. I have it the long way. I wanna put the shorter corners together. That gives a better fitted sheet fold for me in my particular closet. So I'm gonna go ahead and match the shorter side corners. It's not hard to fix. So now I have the short-sided corners matching, if you can see. Does that make sense? So basically the corners on the shorter side of the bed are gonna be matched up. So you're gonna put both hands through the corners, and then you're gonna take one side and put it on top of the other. In essence, all the corners are gonna be matched up together. Okay, do you see how that works? All right, I've got one of my hands in all of the corners, and then my other hand is holding the sides here, and I'm gonna lay my fitted sheet down like that. I'm gonna flatten it out here. Okay, so as you can see, it kind of makes a box shape where I've got my corners on one side, I've got the fold over here on the right, and then I've got the other edges here on this side. So your goal in making a beautiful fitted sheet fold is to have all four corners up in the left-hand corner, and then you want kind of a box look. So that's gonna give you a nice fold. Where I go from here is I'm gonna fold this bottom part like that in half, and then I'm gonna fold it over again. I folded that over in kind of a sandwich fold. And now if I had a bigger space, I would just put this in half like that. And that would be a lovely fitted sheet fold right there. As you can see, it almost looks like just a regular sheet, but my closet space is quite small, so I have to make a smaller fold. So what I do, and if you have the same dilemma, you can do what I'm doing. I fold it a few different times to give it a narrower fold. But as you can see, that's still a crisp, clean, fitted sheet fold, and it works perfectly for my area. All right, friends, well, that is it. That is today's video. I hope that you learned something, and especially if you're a new bride or new to homemaking, that this little tutorial was a blessing for you. I've loved having you here, and as usual, I look forward to seeing you in another brand new video very soon. Goodbye for now.